guys? This is Mary Lou with Nursing in Progress. How are you guys? I am back. I know I haven't been posting a lot of videos lately, but I'm gonna, post more videos for you guys. I promise. I've been a little bit busy, as you guys can see, and the whole coronavirus has all of us going a little crazy. But today I kind of do want to go over our virtual meeting orientation. All right, so let me get started with the virtual meeting orientation. So the professors got to tell us a little bit about themselves. We got to learn about their background. We got to learn about what they expect from us and all this other stuff. And I just wanted to tell you guys, I got my scrubs. Yay! So that's something I kind of want to just tell you guys. Sorry. Alrighty, so let me get started with this stuff. They mentioned to us that we actually have to teach ourselves, and they told us like, hey, you guys signed up for this, so don't be crying or saying anything like, oh well, the teacher's not helping me out, blah blah blah. Basically what happens is we have to sign like a consent form indicating that yes, this is what we signed up for. So since we did sign up for this, we do have to teach ourselves. And that's what basically the teachers wanted to go over with us, letting us know that yes, they are going to be available to help us out, but they're not going to be holding our hands. We kind of have to teach ourselves, and that's the way that we're gonna get to be like a good nurse and stuff. So that's something that they kind of wanted to let us know, especially with all this stuff going on. Like, we're gonna be doing our classes virtually, meaning that we're gonna be doing everything computer. We're not gonna be going in class. We're even gonna do clinicals virtually. So that's something that they told us about. Like, we're not gonna be holding your hand. Yes, you could message us and let us know, but we're not gonna be right there all the time. So you guys have to kind of like teach yourself. And again, they're gonna give us like a paper to like sign and tell us all that stuff. And yeah, we have to sign it and whatnot. They also mentioned to us that time management is very important. By that being said, they mentioned that people that procrastinate and are the ones that usually get bad grades. So those are the people that generally don't do very well. So they told us, don't procrastinate, know what you're doing, make sure to make goals and make sure to write everything down, do all the stuff that is supposed to be due on that due date. So we'll go a little bit more into that a little bit later on. They also let us know that all these classes are a little bit different than Gen Ed. Gen Ed, they said that they weren't as strict with us. Now they are going to be more strict with us. We have a due date. They're going to tell us that's the due date, and if you didn't do it on that day, we're not going to help us out. They literally told us right there and then, like, no, we're not going to be helping you guys out. Again, they're not going to be holding our hand. They made it very clear that they're not going to be holding our hand. Just letting you guys know that. They also told us that we are going to be learning about empathy with patients, emotional and all that stuff, so due to the fact that we are going to be having like patient contact, so we are going to be seeing patients and stuff, so they kind of want us to have empathy with the patients and like know like when they're feeling sad, like to try to have that empathy when they're feeling happy, when they're feeling mad, like have empathy and whatnot. So that's something that they told us we're going to be learning about. Another thing that they told us about is, yes, we are going to be having the classes virtually, meaning on computer, just so you guys can know, but they still want us to be on time. So like some classes, they said that they're going to be at 6 in the morning. We have to be there on time. And what I mean on time is just like turn on your computer and be there. And a lot of these teachers did tell us that we are going to be wearing our scrubs while we're doing the virtual learning. A lot of the teachers said that they don't care, but most of them, they want us to wear our scrubs. So that being said, you're going to be wearing your scrubs at home and basically while talking to the teacher, meaning that to them, you're basically still in class, which you have to wear your scrubs. It kind of makes sense to me because you still kind of want to be professional, even though you're not actually in class. But yeah, it kind of does make sense to me. So yeah, I get it. They told us that we needed to be adaptable and open to change. Again, they told us that a lot of classes are going to be at 6 in the morning. A lot of them are going to be a little bit later, like 9 a.m., a little bit, different schedules. So therefore we have to be adaptable and, know that there's going to be a lot of changes going on. So we are open to this and know there's going to be changes going on. We kind of have to be like, okay, yes, this is what I signed up for. This is what I'm going to do. Oh, this is, okay, I have to be on point. So just be on point. They did let us know about that. A lot of us, we have a learning style, which would be, it could be visual, auditory, reading, critical. It's just the way everybody is doing. So like me, I'm a visual learner and I have to do things so that on hands, you know. So just kind of like get to know yourself as to what is your learning style. And they said that every class is going to be different learning style. So if your learning style for some classes might be different than the others. So with some classes you might learn better visually than, you know, the other ones might be auditory. So it just depends. They gave us a little overview about that. They always want us to be thinking critical, always have that critical thinking. As a nurse, they told us that we always have to make sure that we're thinking critical, meaning like a reasonable judgment, and we have to be on top of our games, make sure that our game is up there and we know what we're doing and know like, okay, this is what this means, this is what this, you know, like medication, diagnosis, all of that stuff. Be on top of our game and read every single thing and every little like PowerPoint that they give us, that detail. Make sure we write a lot of notes and know what we're talking about, so that by the time we are, you know, with the teachers, we know what is going on. They told us that if like a lot of students don't do well in their clinicals due to the fact that they don't know, or they don't brush up on stuff. So like the classes that they said that are the most important, like, you know, from Gen Ed, that are gonna help us out are Patho and AMP. So AMP, for me personally, I have cards. So these are my AMP cards, which I bought. It's like this little thing. It's like a Mosby anatomy and physiology kind of thing, and I just go over my cards. So I just like go over like, hey, you know, dorsal, superior, posterior, proximal, and things like that I feel like are gonna help me out. Like as you can see right here, kind of gives me like a little overview of just like the body parts and everything. So cephalic, craniofacial, and I'll just go over my cards. So they said to go over your AMP. So this is something that I would definitely recommend, some cards or something. Maybe you probably have some from AMP class. They said do this. This is something that you must know. This is where a lot of people are not doing very well in their classes, because they don't know their AMP. So if you guys buy some cards or something about this, or you could just do like a little printout like in Google, you know, like how you just like do like a printout and just go over like your physiology, anatomy and physiology. Another thing that I wanted to go over with you guys is this book. This is the AMP book that I bought as well, because I wasn't doing so well in AMP. So I was like, okay, I gotta go over this stuff. So you see, you just color it. Like I get my color pencils right here, and I just color stuff out, you know, like I haven't colored all of the book, but you know, like here we go. So like kind of like an overview of like your AMP. So this is stuff that is gold, guys. This is gold. And then for Patho, I have the book. This is the book that we're going over. The book basically, you know, the diagnosis, you know, and all this stuff that you need to know, your medical terms, that stuff that they want you to be on point on your AMP and your Patho classes. So those are the classes that are most important. Brush up on it, make sure you know what you're doing, because these classes, they're not going to go over AMP with you, they're not going to go over Patho. They're going to be like, no, you need to know your stuff, and that's it. So they expect you guys to know like your terminology, all of that stuff, diagnosis and all that. So just like go like a little overview on your stuff, so that when you actually get here, they won't be like on you and stuff. That's what they told us. They want us to read our PowerPoint ahead, which is kind of like common sense, because you always want to know like what's going on, like, hey, what's this class going to be about? Always go over your PowerPoint, make so many notes. Like I can't even stress out how much they kept telling us about that. So like I just have like a little book right here, and I just, you know, I'll just make notes about this. Some terms I don't understand, I'll just be like, okay, no, I have taken little notes about that so far. And you know, I'm just starting, so this is what I'm, you know, getting, and I want you guys to kind of like know as well, just so that when you guys do get to core, you guys kind of know like, hey, this is what I was told and this is what, you know, is needed. They kind of also told us that once we do get to clinicals, they want us to wear, you know, white shoes, white socks, you know, non-resistant shoes and stuff, not slip resistant, sorry. And yeah, of course, because you know it might be slippery and you stuff, you kind of want to have those shoes. They didn't specify what kind of shoes were good. They just said that as long as they're covered and stuff, and white shoes. So they didn't specify about that, so sorry about that, guys. That's what they want in lab and clinical. So remember, for lecture, they kind of wanted us to look professional, wear our scrubs, you know, no piercings, nothing like that, no tattoos that are showing, hair up, you know, just look professional. That's what they kind of wanted us to know. Even virtually, they told us that if we do look okay virtually, that, you know, it's like if we're in class and we're showing that we are paying attention. They told us that they wanted us to have like a group or a person, you know, like Grey's Anatomy, where they have like a person like Christina and, you know, and all that stuff. We all have like a person and stuff. So yeah, try to find that person. I haven't found my person yet, but I will, and I'm on the lookout. So that group or that person, somebody that's gonna, you know, be with class with me and help me out and stuff. So yeah, we gotta, you know, push each other, push ourselves, make sure that we're pushing them, make sure that we're staying on top of it, so we could both, you know, get through this. And I can't stress enough about always taking notes, guys, always, because notes are very important. They told us that when you write notes, like with the pen and paper, it's better than to just do it, you know, within the computer, because if you do it like if you're writing it down, you're more likely to pay more attention. That's what was advised. And ebooks, guys, that's all we're getting, ebooks. We're not gonna get the actual books. Oh my god, which sucks, because I love books. Like, I love, like, you know, actually touching the book and reading it. It just makes my life easier. But ebooks, I don't know, I might have to do a lot of printing for that. So yeah, that's what we're getting. We're getting ebooks. So I'll get used to it, I guess. And we're gonna be going over EHR Tutor. So EHR Tutor is like a program which we get to learn about EHR. EHR is just electronic health records that we have to go, you know, with the patients and stuff. We're gonna download the ATI for nurses, and with that ATI, what we do is we basically just print out some paperwork from ATI, which obviously we're gonna get all the passwords and everything. And from that being said, that's when we're gonna be getting a lot of our work and our homework. So that is very important, to set up an account for ATI. And the exam grade, they told us that the minimal is 77%. So I just found that out. That is 77% in total, not just in general, just like, well, yeah, actually, yeah, in general, in total for the classes. And that is student success plans that they were talking to us about. And so what they told us was this: they want 77 on all exams in general. So like with one exam you could get an 80, one you could get like a 60 something, but in total it has to be 77%. Just has to, you know, be over the 77%. So it's only on exams, not quizzes. It's like a cumulative score. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking five exams, and then one final exams, which is a total of 6 exams. The 5 are just the general exams, and then the final is obviously the 6, which is the one that, you know, it's going to give you a little bit of more points, but it's going to help you get your grade up there. But yeah, definitely be on the lookout for 6 exams, right? And there, again, no grace period. For that being said, oh, okay, so yeah, we did talk about ATI. I just can't stress enough about, you know, just making that account for ATI. First, they just told us to make an account, and then they're gonna give us like password or something. I don't know like how that's gonna work, but I guess I already set mine's up. They didn't give me any code or anything, so they told us that once we have it, once we already have like our ATI account, we're just gonna add the code, and then from that being said, all the classes are gonna populate. So that's what according to what they were saying and stuff, so that's what it's gonna be. So yeah, the Google Meet is where we're going to be doing most of the classes with the teachers. That's how we did the core orientation as well, just in case you guys wanted to know like how it works. We went on Google Meet, so that's where we, you know, got to see all that stuff. Now I'm just going to talk about what is needed for clinical. They told us that just like a few things were needed. Stethoscope, as you guys can see, mine is right here. They wanted us to have like a good kind, so I literally had bought this like a long time ago. So when they said it's a, you know, they say we're gonna be using it when we're like working and like during clinicals and stuff. So they're like, buy a good kind. So I guess this is one's good to go. So yeah, I bought that. They also want us to buy like a pen light. I don't have one yet. I ordered one on Amazon, so hopefully it gets here. So like a pen light. This is not a pen light, but just like, you know, yeah. Yeah, so those are the things that are needed basically for that. So yeah, for equipment that you might need and whatnot. Alrighty. And then we're gonna talk about an exam that you have to take, in which you have to get 100%, and that exam is basically the med math test. That is generally given to us according to the instructor week 7, 8, or 9. It depends. And that test is like, you have to know your med math 100% and know it accurately, because they said that you could kill a patient if you give them too much, or you know, or that just doesn't affect the patient if you give them a little bit of a dose. So yeah, that does make sense to me, because I don't want to be like, I put myself in the patient's like position, and I'm like, what if this nurse doesn't know what she's doing and she's giving me extra, you know, morphine, oxy, whatever, and you know, things like that, then I'm just like, oh my god, you know, this is very important. And yes, of course, we do have to get 100% on this stuff. And for that being said, I know that our school does offer tutoring, and you could just definitely like communicate with the school, let them know, go on the website. I'm pretty sure they should have some tutoring for that. So yeah, if you don't pass that test with 100%, you do not get to go to clinical. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout to know your med math. So actually, you know what, math is very important. For that being said, now I'm like, oh, okay, now I know why math is important. Just kidding, I've been knowing that. But yeah, that is how it's gonna work. And so yeah, week 6, 7, 8, yes, medication important. Mock quizzes, yeah, we do have mock quizzes on Canvas, and they are going to help us out with that med math 100%. No 99.9, it's 100%, y'all. So yeah, that's gonna help us out. Yeah. And then with tests that, you know, we're gonna be doing it at home, obviously. And with that being said, they're gonna like download like a software app where they're gonna like, no, I don't know if it's an app, but yeah, it's like a software kind of thing where when you're taking an exam, the camera in front of you has to be on, and it watches you to see what, like, if you're looking like on your phone, or if you're looking like at other windows. So like while you're taking the exam, you can't go to another place, you know, like, oh, let me go on Facebook while I'm taking the exam, or let me Google this so that I can pass the exam. No, they have somebody literally watching you and your computer, like right there and then, you know, like, I don't know, like they have like tech people that are on the other side, and then they're like watching you while you take the exam. And yeah, you know, technology is crazy. And last but not least, I just want to go like do like a little overview. They said planners are important. So here's my planner, 2020-2021 planner. Important, guys, important to write down your due dates, because they are not playing with us. That's what they basically told us. They are not playing with us. They want us to make sure we turn everything in. And here's my stuff. This is, I haven't written anything on it because, well, I don't have, well, once I do get all that information, I'm gonna write it stuff in there. So yeah, that's my thing. I bought a little NCLEX RN, which is like the medications. So like it has the medication name right here, and it gives us like what it's for, you know, what the patient's used for. It gives us like the side effects and all that stuff. So I think this is a very handy little book that might help us out. Just trying it out. I go over it sometimes, like when I'm in clinic, I'll like go over some specific medications because I don't want to get my phone out. But yeah, just to like know, like, oh, what are the side effects and stuff, because you know, sometimes you can't use your phone at work. So I have my little book. Sticky notes, important, of course. Pen, of course. And then I bought a clipboard thing. So it's like a little clipboard, and then inside it kind of has like notes. So I would definitely recommend this just for clinicals, if we ever do get to go to clinicals with this whole coronavirus going on. We don't know, right? Yeah, here you would write notes and stuff. So really looking forward for this, guys, and I'm really looking forward to like having you guys just like comment if you guys have any questions. I will try my best to answer that. So I'm just here to help you guys out, and I want you guys to be successful, and I wish somebody would have like answered these questions to me so that I could have been prepared, because I'm the type of person that I need to know everything beforehand, and it's just like the way I am. But I want you guys to like let me know, like, hey, like, Mary Lou, this and that. Let me know, guys. I will try my best to answer, or I would even like message a professor for you guys and be like, hey, I want to know this. Even though it's like for you guys, I will try my best to get you guys an answer, and I'm here for you guys, just letting you guys know. I'll try to upload more videos about like the process and everything, about the classes, see, you know, if I could help you guys out to be more successful, because that's what I'm here for, so you guys could be successful and you guys could like know like what's going on, what's gonna happen. Just be on the lookout, guys. I'm here for you guys. And just a quick reminder, if you like this video, like and subscribe. Here I am for you guys. Bye.